So here we are, arriving in Denmark on our way from Berlin to Sweden. No reason to put this in here other than the lighting was very nice, and I think it's cool when a boat can dock so neatly with the land. Driving over the bridge between Denmark and Sweden, the Ukrainian flag projected onto the bridge, I thought that was cool. Okay, well, we're back. There's the big pile of stones. So, today we have to dig a water pipe from the house over to the gatehouse. It needs to be 1 meter deep so it doesn't freeze. I think we need to move these stones a little bit, clear a bit of space on the edge. It's cold, but it's sunny, and I'm sure it's going to warm up later. Please subscribe, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So that's where the water comes in from the barn into the house. So we need to not break that, obviously, but find somewhere on this wall to break through. Anyway, it's going to be exciting. The old me is explaining everything, so I don't really need to say anything, I guess. I'll just wait. You didn't see me spray the line, but I sprayed the line. Okay. What a beautiful day. There she sits, waiting to spring into action. So I knew somewhere down there was at least a water pipe, which I didn't want to break through. Maybe electrical cables, I wasn't sure, but I was being very careful. I did have a bit of a run-in with an electrical cable later on, but you'll see that later. We're getting to it quite soon. Just below that, bit of soil. Okay, we're nearly there with this. Hit a couple of waste pipes, weird waste pipes, and the water pipe is down there somewhere, the one that feeds the house. Some interesting rock formations here. This little kind of bluff kind of feature. And around here, I just dug a hole, going to have the septic tank, which is going to be the beginning of our reed bed system out here. And I managed to also dig up an electrical cable, which luckily I didn't snap, so that was fortunate. But yeah, we've got a hole here now, which, I don't know, with a bit of expansion, once I get the septic tank, I'll dig it out a bit more. Yeah, all right. It's a beautiful evening. And there's the perlite. I was so nervous about this stuff. The perlite is going to be for insulating the floors of the gatehouse. So yeah, it's instead of using polystyrene or something like that people would normally use these days. Yeah, I had some advice from the guy that I bought it off of, but yeah, the whole thing felt a bit quite stressful, didn't know what to expect. In the end it was kind of fairly okay to work with. We definitely got a kind of formula going which made it a lot easier, but yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know how well it works.
apparently it works really well, so we'll let you know in a couple of years, I guess. But yeah, you'll see in a bit. We put it all down and it's kind of cool. It's like weird fake snow or something.
Okay, so just experimenting here with reusing the old wall cladding from the gatehouse, the old stuff that used to be on these walls, reusing bits of it to make some kind of funky gothic, whatever you call it. What do you call this stuff? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks good that it's all kind of rough and dirty and a cool texture on there. Can you see that? Quick video update. The trench is dug and we were just about to break through what we thought was the basement wall down there to get through to where the heat pump is under there. But we've just realised that what we assumed, this wall, what we assumed was actually on the same level as the outside wall of the house, is actually 2.5 meters this way. So there's no real way we can tunnel under the house 2.5 meters. So the solution, I think, is to lift the kitchen floor here and investigate, and hopefully the floorboards are running this way and we can raise some floorboards and we can get the pipe in above the kitchen floor and then back down to the boiler. Anyway, wish us luck. Okay, scooping out the shit. It's like charcoal. I guess it must be some sort of old insulation there. Okay, this is what we found: sand, charcoal insulation, a big goddamn mess in the middle of the kitchen. Whew. Okay, we finally managed to get the waste pipe through the wall around all these rocks. They're so huge, these rocks, so beautiful, but we've got that waste pipe in. And Sebastian the plumber has been here laying the waste pipes. There's the kitchen sink. No, sorry, there's Steve. There's the kitchen sink. Showers, bathroom sink, other bathroom sinks there, and then the waste for the water, the heat pump, which is going to be in here. But this is very exciting. This is the first sign of life in this place, which is cool. Human life, not woodworm life. There's plenty of that up there. Alright, we've laid a conduit for an Ethernet cable between the house and the gatehouse. That's running in here. We've run a cable from the electricity there, which is going to go to the heat pump, which will be here. All of the plumbing is in, so now we just got to fill in this trench, level off this rim so that it's nice and level and compacted like this rim, and then we can start putting in the perlite, which is there. Yeah, filling up. Cockerel's going mental over there. It's trying to warn us, Steve. Alright. Here goes nothing.
Man, this was such a leap of faith. But funny stuff, really. And I wouldn't be surprised if this becomes a lot more commonplace in years to come. It's a pretty low carbon solution, as I'm told, to insulation, so we'll see. But yeah, as you can see, my boots are just sinking right into it. It's pretty hard to work with. We did come up with a solution to that later on. Yeah, but it's basically just like fake snow or something. Yeah, and then we missed a little bit there. You have to cover it with landscape fabric, and then the steel mesh, which is going to go inside the concrete slab, and then you compact it with this monster whacking machine. Right, so we are embarking on the second half. First half is done in there. Bit of a mess, but I'm sure it's fine. We've tried to be smart on the second half, and we've cut all of the landscape fabric before we put the perlite in. So then that way we don't have to crawl around on loose perlite trying to cut all these intricate shapes around all these pipes and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully this is going to be good. And I've numbered, I've lettered each piece, so we know which order they go in. All right, let's do this. Pretty sure those bags are made out of cellulose, by the way. It did occur to me that each one of those bags is probably the same amount of plastic as in a sheet of polystyrene, but I think it's cellulose. Okay, so this was the real technological breakthrough for the second half, was Nike Air snowshoes, some sort of DIY solution to give a little bit more surface area, spread my weight over the surface of the perlite to avoid sinkage, and yeah, it worked out pretty good actually. Perfect. I don't know if it's just the footage is slowed down or something. Maybe it's just because I'm kind of walking around on like moon rock, moon dust kind of stuff, but it's quite sort of relaxing walking around on perlite, I have to say. So now, laying over the landscape fabric, laying out the sheets of mesh. Pretty simple. And then we started laying the underfloor heating pipes, by which time Steve had gone home and Luke and Mikey had arrived from Berlin, which was great. And we did it pretty quickly, it wasn't so hard. And at some point I ducked outside to try and finish off those last little bits at the end, all made out of the old cladding from the gatehouse. Dramatic. A Turner-esque sky. There you go, looking good.
Yikes. This is it. Now there's two cement trucks mating on our driveway. Here we go. Fertilization. Well, it's midnight. Where's the light? Well, it's midnight, and today was the big day of pouring the floor in the gatehouse, which started out very peacefully and easily, although I was up at 7 a.m. to pick up the floor polishing machine, and then I think at some stage we realised that it seemed like they had actually added accelerator to the concrete, because it started to go hard very quickly, and it went from being a very relaxed day to being an extremely stressful mildly traumatic day, where we had to kind of start trying to rake the rapidly drying concrete and adding water to sort of be able to try and level it a bit. And it was just like I was wading through honey for a while. But yeah, we've got it looking pretty good now. Got this polishing machine. So yeah, I'm just gonna do one more round, one more pass in this room, and then call it a night. I can't really film myself doing it, but I will show you tomorrow how it looks when it's all done. So yeah, anyway, that's that. Yeah, right, so just about to leave. This was a steep learning curve, this, but it's gonna be all right. Needs a bit of tidying up, but it'll be fine. It's solid, and this room's pretty good. If a little uneven, but it's all right. Yeah. We have a floor. So next time I come, I will be building the walls here, which will support the ceiling upstairs, and laying the floor upstairs. Those boards are being dried right now, and we're going to go and plane them at the sawmill. And then the wiring, and the second layer of insulation, and then the internal cladding, and then this really should start feeling like a place then. Some nice wood floor on there. Yeah. Yeah, this does need a bit of going over with the angle grinder. Anyway, you live and learn.
It was a very steep learning curve, that floor slab. I learned a lot, so next time it should be a bit easier. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, one more video from that trip, which is us building a solar kiln to dry out some wood for us to build lots of cool stuff with. Yeah, anyway, please subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.